Hello everybody, back with another pickups video, and likely the last one for the year. So for December 2019, and some stuff we picked up recently, and then a few things that it's been a couple months for some of the stuff, it just hasn't made its way into other videos. So a couple recent GameCube pickups, we have 007 Nightfire, and GoldenEye Rogue Agent.
I like that one because it has an EB Games sticker, which is cool.
Old school. And then
those are for resale. Some of this is not ours.
yeah, there's a few things, but it's mostly
most of this
like,
is ours.
Yeah, 2/3 ours. Blu-ray pickups. The Blu-ray DVD combo of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Ever After.
I like that.
Probably my favorite Cinderella movie.
No.
Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery.
Bleh.
Conan the Destroyer and Conan the Barbarian, so both of them.
We have so many Blu-rays compared to the beginning of the year.
Yeah, this past year, we've been running across them more and more and more, and as cheap as the DVD counterpart.
Yeah, which is weird.
And sometimes it's the Blu-ray DVD combos. Like, why not go with one that's 2 copies rather than one? Creature from the Black Lagoon has the 2D and 3D versions.
We have so much horror.
Yeah, Blu-ray. We've been finding a lot of horror on Blu-ray. For some reason,
More
horror seems to be
easy
to find. Then I guess we'll move on to, because we have a couple here, some audio stuff here. So you have some CDs. I have some CDs. 2 Taylor Dane. We both like Taylor Dane. Can't Fight Fate. And
I wonder what she's
Greatest
doing
Hits. I don't know. What's her name? There's the one. I don't know. I can't think of her name off the top of my head, but I know there's a one female comedian who's like obsessed with Taylor Dane. He like mentions her in all her stand-up. I can't remember her name at the moment, but 2 Taylor Dane CDs there. And then 2 modern rock Lifetime Music CDs, which I took a little bit of a chance on these because these are the kind of things that sometimes they're covers. Yeah, and I wasn't 100% sure.
Most of the time they're just covers.
But they're all the original ones, and they're all great 80s songs here. So we have 80s grooves and the cool 80s, so a bunch of different 80s, and then you have some more CDs there.
I have Aida, the original Broadway cast. I saw that with the original Broadway cast back in the day. Mm-hmm. I love Aida. You would love Aida. It's very dramatic.
I think you stole your program.
And then we have Michael Bublé, Stefan, Man Crush. Yes. And then Fiddler on the Roof. Stefan liked this a little bit more than me.
Yeah, I like that. So that's it for CDs, and then on cassette we have George Carlin reading his New York Times best-selling book, Brain Droppings. So, big fan of George Carlin, so I had to grab that. So for audio, and then I guess since you have a few there, we'll move on to DVDs.
We actually have a Disney movie, which is crazy.
Yeah,
it's live-action Disney. I like barely remember this one.
Really? Oh, I really remember that.
I vaguely remember it. Like, I feel like this was on the Disney Channel a lot.
That was, for a few years, that was everywhere, all the time.
Yeah, I feel like I remember this, but I don't remember all of it. So we'll have to rewatch that.
And then this, I talked about my favorite horror movies in October, because we just recently picked that up. But
you should watch this before it comes out, the Hollywood version that's going to destroy everything.
Another one of those, great foreign movie gets a crappy American remake.
Really good. Yeah. Really, really good movie.
And we had to order that because we could never find it.
Yes.
We had to go ahead and order that.
And Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I love this. I feel like all 90s kids. This is such a 90s.
It's very iconic for the 90s, yeah.
This is the first season?
Yeah.
First season, which is what I usually think of.
One of the earlier ones, yeah.
Yeah.
We got the original, The War of the Worlds, so the 50s film, not any terrible remake. Good one there. The collector's edition of Flashdance. I love Flashdance.
I love
Flashdance
fantastic.
Too. So this one has the slipcover, cardboard slipcover, and then what makes it different from the regular DVD edition is that it also has the soundtrack. So it's the DVD and the CD soundtrack. So I really like that because that's one of the best things about the movie.
Yes.
Is it's a soundtrack.
Yes.
So it's great to have that. Then more Cary Grant and Doris Day, and that
my favorite people.
Yeah. A lot of Cary Grant.
You know, a lot of people that I talk to who are older don't expect me to know who those people are.
They think you're married. They
think I'm married to someone who's like really old.
A Disney one that I wanted from the Vault collection. I know you don't like this one, but anything that's Disney and Haley Mills is gold. combination with Pollyanna.
No. A little too wholesome.
Once Upon a Time in America.
Never
Robert
seen
De Niro. This one is, again, it's a 2-disc collector's edition, so it has the slipcase, the one side of the back cover there.
Fold out.
There's here the fold out. Yeah.
I feel like you can tell when something was made just by how it's put together.
Yeah, the style of DVD cases
Yeah.
changed so much over time.
Ugh.
Then we have one of those shows I don't want the whole thing, but I want the first 4 seasons of it. We have the first 2 so far, complete first and second season of Charmed.
This is like Roswell. It's so misleading because you think it's gonna be good, and then it's a soap opera that they just like.
I like it. I
put some witches.
I like Charmed.
They just happen to be witches. It's basically a soap opera.
I have an obsession with witches though, like Bewitched, Sabrina Teenage Witch. Like I love witch stuff.
I don't know.
So, and then we also have, I completed what I want of that 70s show. Grabbed season 3.
I think people are watching the Marie Kondo again.
Yeah,
we're
because
getting a lot of like seasons.
And a lot in one shot. There's one here I will show like next that I grabbed all in one trip. Like it was just sitting on the shelf. Season 5, and then the last one that I wanted, season 6. Because after this point, season 7 is just, season 6 is already kind of weak compared to the previous ones. Season 7 is, and season 8 is unwatchable garbage. It's really, really bad. So the last one I wanted, 6. Yeah.
Harsh.
Deserves to be. It's really bad. And a while ago, I picked up, randomly in the bargain bin, it was the Best of Charlie's Angels, just a 1-disc collection for the original 70s TV series. And then just yesterday, we were at the thrift store, and I found seasons 1 through 4 sitting there on the shelf. So I'm only missing one season.
You grabbed behind like the lady that was putting stuff out her
yeah,
cart.
I had to reach around. Like,
she was like, "You can move that, you know."
Like, no. So I had to all for just sitting there on the shelf. We were watching a little bit of that last night. Charlie's Angels. So, very happy to have that. Only missing one season.
How exciting.
Charlie's Angels. And last thing for DVD, that's it for DVD, yes, is the most important stuff for DVD. Found seasons 1 and 2 of Enterprise.
I love these cases.
Yeah.
Not a huge fan of Enterprise.
Yeah, I definitely like Enterprise more than you do. It's not my favorite Star Trek show, but I like it.
Quantum Leap Captain.
And then also seasons 1 through 5 of Voyager.
Much better. I love these cases.
Yeah, Voyager's cases look like candy.
They look like 90s.
They
look like the 90s.
Season 1.
I love the
2.
colors. They're so colorful. It's one thing about Star Trek. They're so hard to find, but they're always so pretty when you find it.
Season 3. Well, not hard to find. They're hard to find.
They're hard to find.
Cheap.
In the wild.
Yeah. Yeah, you can go to any store anywhere and buy them, but they're Star Trek's like Disney and Nintendo. It holds its value. And then
because Star Trek
5.
people will buy anything and spend any amount of money to buy it.
Yes. And then yesterday we found, speaking of that, a t-shirt.
Which is also very hard to find.
So grab that.
Star Trek.
And then I guess moving on to the big stack of books and manga.
Books. We got a Stargate Atlantis book. This one we actually already have, so it's to resell. I found another resell. I actually have 2 of the 3 in this cover for Lord of the Rings. I don't know why. These always sell really fast, even though there's like 1 million copies of every single one of these out.
Yeah, but there's so many different editions. They have very different cover art and the omnibus editions.
We actually own this one with a different cover because Star Wars is like Dragonlance and they're really annoying and they're always changing their covers. But this is one of the trilogy. I think this was the first one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, for the Jedi Search. And a Star Trek book. I like this one because it has a Kmart sticker and Kmart's gonna be gone soon, so
yeah,
that's gonna
on
be
its way out
very soon. We found a Choose Your Own Adventure, number 6, so it's an early one. Spy Trap. We're getting there. We don't have a huge huge collection of these yet, but we have a pretty decent size, I think, considering how hard they are to find.
Exciting. Next one.
This is very exciting. I actually found this exact same thing at a community aid thrift store, but it was like destroyed, and I kept thinking I should buy this anyway. This is something I love. It's Poochie. Let me know if you've ever watched this. I thought this was a series and I just had one movie.
But it's really
just that. It's really just that. It's weird. This doesn't look like the movie version of Poochie, but I still love it. She's got like felt hair. Very exciting. This is, oh, I didn't realize we had more Star Trek. I thought we got this a while ago. This is a Starfleet Academy Star Trek one.
No, we got that the same day as Poochie.
Oh, really? I don't remember. This year's been so weird. More Star Trek. Mere Anarchy. We should do another video with our Star Trek book collection.
Yeah,
I feel like it's getting...
Yeah, some of the book collection stuff is fairly old. The videos are like 3, 4, I think one's like 5 years old.
20 copies of Warped.
Yeah.
Now we have 21. We don't actually have 21.
No, we don't. But
we have a lot of Warped.
I think I very briefly at one point went into a story about why this is my favorite Star Trek book, because it's not the best Star Trek book by far. No. There's far better written ones. But someday maybe I'll go more in depth about why this is my favorite. So talk about that.
This is my favorite book of all time.
I just finished reading that.
So it's not a book I'm going to read. Did you like it?
Yeah. Oh, that was fantastic.
Was it wonderful?
Mm-hmm. It's an enchantment. Audrey Hepburn. So
exciting. We actually found some manga, which is weird. We were just talking about how we never find manga anymore. We used to find manga all the time, and now we don't. This is orange, and it's an omnibus. Really good shape, which is cool. This is absolutely bizarre and just so Japanese. I Am Alice, volumes 1 and 2. This is just weird. This is just weird. It's body swapping and gender swapping and
Alice in Wonderland.
Very strange. We also got... We actually had the first one of this, but we got volumes 2 and 3 of Buffy. These are great because they're like omnibus, like huge things. Yeah. I still haven't read the first one. Still need to do that, but they're really pretty. And we have the first one, so I think we have them all now. I'm pretty sure that's all there is.
Yeah.
So that was exciting.
I love the covers on those.
I do too.
And we got all those next stuff.
We got... We found all of these together at a thrift store. These are all for resale, by the way. Not something either of us were ever into.
This is something my little brother was into. I took him to the theaters to see the movie when it came out.
We have like a ton of tins.
Completely packed full of all the cards that came in them.
And like tons.
Yeah.
This one has a dice game. There's like a million little dice.
Yeah, Stardust, Dragon, like they're all packed full of cards.
Yeah, it's more than what would come in here. But they're all open, so that's going to be a whole thing to try and figure out. A lot of them have the card protector sleeves, which is really cool. I don't know how we're going to do this because I really don't know a whole lot about Yu-Gi-Oh! And I don't know. We'll figure it out.
You picked them up. I don't know.
Let's figure it out. Well, they really weren't expensive.
Yeah.
And it's a ton of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. I don't know. I know there's a lot of like ultra rare, quadruple rare.
Yeah, you never know.
So we'll have to figure that out.
Yeah, so that is our pickups video for December 2019. The only other videos this type I think might be out by end of the year, beginning of January, or like holiday stuff towards the end. And we have Final Fantasy VIII coming, the physical copy of the remaster on Switch.
Final Fantasy VII.
With Final Fantasy VII, but
it's very important because nobody has that.
Yeah, they just throw 7 in all the time. But
we don't have any.
So look forward to that. That's going to be coming soon. It's in the mail. It's coming, from Play Asia. So that'll be the next video of that type. I can't wait to check that out. And actually, that it got a physical release.
And a Switch game.
So yeah.
Less Switch games than PS4.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you for checking all this out. We still, seasons, I think in particular, were the big thing here of TV shows.
I still think it's Marie Kondo.
Yeah, because we haven't just finding TV seasons, we've been finding groups of them. Like all the Star Trek was a one-shot. All the Charlie's Angels was one-shot. Everything, it's a Charmed 1 and 2, that was one-shot. So it's a lot like that. So it's been really good trying to complete some of those because there's a lot of different TV series that we wanted that are done or very close to it.
We had so much space on those shelves.
We still do, really.
And now we don't.
Yeah.
We're gonna run out faster than I thought. More shelves.
Luck is luck. Yeah, more shelves. I know you like more shelves.
So exciting.
Well, if I don't see you before then, depends when it gets here, have happy holidays. And come back for more pickups videos, and hopefully soon we'll start hearing some more information trickling out about the future of Shenmue 4.
I knew we couldn't get a whole.
You gotta go through a video.
Without Shenmue. I was.
So hopefully
really
we'll hear
hoping.
something, and maybe the state of play that's coming up here will have
Can't
something
we
exciting.
just no more Shenmue for the rest of the year?
We have another like 30 years before we get to like Shenmue 6 and it's done. Yuzuki's gonna be like 104.